Peace out or peace in. Good morning to y'all. Brother Wesson or Jay West when I'm flowing. Just walking in the neighborhood today. I live in a beautiful neighborhood. You can see it, as I step back a little bit and lift up the camera. It's country and it's right in the city. When I see these trees, this air this morning, the quietness, people cutting their grass, coming home from church, squirrels walking across the street, the chirping of the grasshoppers in the ground, the cicadas, just chirping away, a rhythm. I know it's a God. I know it's a God. There's no doubt about me. Because everything I'm experiencing, I'm a part of that creation, but I didn't create it. But I think the thing that's troubling me right now is that the most important thing, or the highest level of divinity, is humanity. And it's sad because we've used these ideologies, we've used associations, religions, political platforms, and it's from these systems where we have these cultural differences. Man gave you black, Hispanic, Arab, Asian, white. He gave you that. Sad part about it is you're a human being. The birthing process is the same. Every male or female is going to come through the womb of a woman and into this planet. We've lost touch with our humanity. And the sad part about it is that I believe that this planet and the way it's run, it has a divine system of retribution. We have to decide on which side of that retribution that we're going to be on, as a people. Which side of it are we going to be on? That's why you'll have karma, or in the Bible you have, you reap what you sow. And a lot of that has to do with your innate divine energy. What are you doing with your energy on a daily basis? Because how you're living in that space, conducting in that space, and living within the confounds of your energy. And it's not a personal energy. It's a personal, it's kind of like a personal creative mode. It's a personal influence, but the energy is actually an energy throughout the planet. We're all connected and we share it. So what are we going to leave the children? And my frustration is with these ideological systems, these administrations of men. Because the administrations of men now is why we have the uprising. Because they're not in harmony with the divine flow of the planet. They don't understand the retribution. They're on the wrong side of it. But the effects of their policy, their shift shaping, economical setbacks and breakdowns, these things are affecting human beings. And you have people in power play positions that are really on the wrong side of retribution. They're not on the side of elevation, but they're on the side of self-destruction. These systems are the same systems that code you black, white, Hispanic, Latin, African, Arab, Jewish. And the sad part about it is the highest evidence of your divinity is your humanity. It's your humanity. Because at the end of the day, you came into this earth without anything, and you're going to leave this planet when it's your time without anything. Now, I believe personally and spiritually, we're at a time now where we're going to have to begin to get some things out of the closet. I'm sorry that some portions of the video, my face is blocked out, but it's not about looking at my face, it's hearing my heart. We're at a portion now in this planet where retribution is here. The sickle, as the Bible would say, is put into the ground. It's almost harvest time. We're at the door of harvest time right now. I believe we're at a time now, and this is for you, me, where it's time to clean your closet out. It is time to make sure that you rightly, within your heart and creative space and energy, divine energy, connected to the Creator, it is time that you rightly now position yourself for righteousness. And this ain't gonna be no 10-year thing. We're gonna have to start cutting things. Men, we're gonna have to man up. Women, we're gonna have to woman up. Children, we're gonna have to children up. This is where we at. And see, it ain't no separation with this. That's the lie. Because they have us all on different ideologies, religions, and political sides. So they have us thinking that all this is separate. Okay? But the effects and destructions of it is a whole. It's not separate. It's never going to be separate. Because we're all human. So actually, it's a collective. It's time that now we take a collective responsibility for the planet, to yield to the Creator, and for the young seed, the precious seed that's coming up behind us. What are we as human beings? What is going to be the divine legacy for them? How's that going to play out? Because I believe we're getting past the point, and I'm getting a little winded from walking. We're getting past the point of questioning ourselves. We now gonna have to make moves. Like, we're gonna have to go out here and decide on a scale of planetary retribution, which side are we gonna operate on? And then we have to make that move and operate. I believe that's where we are now. These are the things that are going to have to be done. And I mean done quickly. Because what we've been doing as far as our racism and our prejudice, personal prejudice is concerned, if you notice, our children are not latching on to that. The babies are not latching on to that because when they go to school, they all together. All the babies are together, you know? So that hatred that we've had from generation to generation, I believe the way the Creator's doing it is it's not sticking to this last generation. Because the last generation, if you watch these kids come together and play together, they love on each other and know they need each other. From the gang banging to the homeless, because when you look at the gangs is interracial. Even in the gangs, even on a dope corner, you got different races. So they know enough to know, even though they're still in the gang ideology, they still know it's a collective because this particular gang represents this particular part of the hood. And they move as a collective. That's why they the Crips. That's why they the Bloods. That's why they the MI6. I mean, that's what it really is. So the way we've been doing things and the hatred we've been harboring as an older generation, okay, they ain't feeling it. Because what they see as a whole is that those who have solidified and validated these ideological, religious, political institutions and structures are not in harmony with justice and fairness. They understand that. I think that we're going to have to now understand it and make the changes. Well, I'm just sharing with you I'm for peace, love, and harmony. Because see, I can hurt a white man, or a white man can come and hurt me. But what we both got to understand is that if you take my life, you took yours. If I take your life, I've taken mine. And if it pass our lives in the mix, I'm gonna sit down, y'all. If it pass our lives in the mix, the wild part about it is it might catch one of our seed. Because see, it's retribution time. And I believe the planet is at a time, and you can track this if you study the planet. The planet always has a great time where it sheds itself of everything that is not in harmony. And we have what you call an explosion on many levels. Okay, so where we at now, we have to decide before that explosion hit, okay, am I a hater? Am I on that side? Because when it comes and hits, guess what? I'm going to be destroyed. Or am I a lover and an elevator of humanity? Is what I do on a daily basis to advance the collective, to spread peace, to spread harmony, and to produce as a human being and be a vehicle of that to model to the next human being. When retribution hits, I'll be on that side of the retribution and get my payment. This decision is going to be made for you. I believe we're at that time. Well, this is Jay West. Peace to the black nation as always. Peace to humanity. The true divinity. Peace to the universal God. Peace to Yeshua. Peace to the ancestors. Peace to all who have made a collective conscious decision to move in right thinking and right power. I'm out.